Hi, I'm here with Dana James. Hi, Dana.
Hi, Addie.
I was so glad that we get to talk about oils today.
Yes.
So, I will introduce Dana first. And I will tell you that Dana and her family have been using doTERRA essential oils and supplements daily for the last 9 years. She has created a team and currently supports this team of people who use these products on a regular basis. She and her husband are in the process of adopting their twin granddaughters, who they have been raising for the past 5 years. They're both retired and enjoy their hobbies, homeschooling the girls, and travel. It's so amazing that you're raising your granddaughters
It's kind of a
and
shock.
how you do that and how do these essential oils help you?
Well, the girls thankfully came into our life when we were already retired. So that made it a lot easier of a decision to decide to raise them and now to go ahead and adopt them. The oils themselves and the products that doTERRA has not only support my husband and I, but they support the girls too. So it helps us immensely that we have this, right at our fingertips to be able to use. I do have to say that I use a lot of adaptive, either in a
Okay.
diffuser, in a roller, or the pills. So that does help. The girls are 6, going on 16. With that attitude. So having
Yes,
that,
I
that
hear you.
adaptive really helps a lot.
Yes. So how to use adaptive? Tell us more. How
Um,
many capsules you take and
I take
where do you apply? Hmm.
2 capsules a day, one in the morning and then one right before bed. Um, we also use adaptive in the diffusers. So during homeschool, we have one child that gets very anxious and stressed. So using the adaptive at that time helps her relax a little bit and be able to focus a little bit more. The other one, I use the roller ball just on her all the time. So she comes by me, I have that roller ball. I just roll it on her.
Do you
Please
apply
calm
on their
down.
spine?
Please calm down. Their spine, their wrists, the back of their neck, whatever I can get a hold of, and they're running by. So yes. So
Okay.
just about anywhere. I don't put it on their feet. They actually like the smell. So they want to smell it. They're constantly putting their wrist up to their nose and smelling it and that type of thing. So I want to put it where they can smell it.
Perfect. Perfect. What else do you use in your home as far as essential oils or supplements? Anything
You know,
else?
um, I have a very distinct morning routine that I do. And for the most part, I use the Virage skincare system. But a lot of times I just don't need to. I'm not wearing makeup every day. It's not something that I have to cleanse my skin to that extreme. Um, so I usually get up of a morning after I've taken a shower. I use frankincense touch and I roll it all over my face. Then I use the Magnolia Touch and roll it all over my face. And then I use the Yarrow Palm and just about 2 to 4 drops all over my face. And then I'm done for the day. Unless I'm going to put makeup on, um, that's pretty much it. I don't have to do anything else until evening, and then I may add some more Yarrow Palm or something like that, or the face lotion at night before I go to bed. But as far as skincare, doTERRA makes it really easy with the products they have. And I am loving the touch rollers. That makes it so convenient. I can't imagine what we did before touch. I mean, obviously, we made our own rollers, but having them at our hand, just right at our fingertips makes it so much easier.
Yes. Great. Yeah. Okay, so those are great tips for your skin, for your face. Is there
Yep.
anything else that's in your
Um,
routine?
you know what? So for the morning time, doTERRA just released some new products and they're part of a nutrition line. And I wasn't too sure about them because we had greens previously and we had a trim shake. So I went ahead and got them. And I have to say that I'm really loving the fiber and the greens. So every
Mhm.
morning, that's what I use. And 8 ounces of water is the fiber and the greens. And that is pretty much my breakfast. I'm not a huge breakfast person, but that has really added to the nutrition that I get throughout the day. Um, I tend to want to lose weight. So the trim shake is more in line with what I would use later on in the day, maybe for lunch or just in the afternoon. But the girls don't get nearly enough protein. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm using for them. And they love the chocolate protein shake. And I have some peanut butter powder and some milk and a banana, and they're set. They love it. Every day they're wanting a chocolate shake. So, and it boosts their protein, which is something that they actually need as growing kids. But I should probably give them the greens too, but I have a feeling that they would probably say, ew, and not even try it because it's green, which is pretty
Yeah,
typical.
it is typical.
Yeah.
Right. The nice thing about these protein powders and shakes is that you can create so many different variations, right? You can add
Oh,
fruit, you can add veggies, you can add a drop or two of lemon essential oil or
yeah.
grapefruit or anything that tastes good for you, right? So yeah, I
It
love them
does.
too. Thanks for sharing how that helps,
Yeah, the new
especially
ones
with
are
the
great.
growing children. Hmm.
Mhm. Yep. And it does help with having them. I do have them on the A to Z vitamins, so they do like those. I was a little worried at first that they may not, want to chew them and eat them. And no, they do. They take two a day, and it's perfect for them getting, that additional nutrition that they need in the vitamins.
Yes, and those are the A to Z, A the number two, Z
Mhm. Yep.
vitamins for children.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. And
perfect.
actually, I've even tried them. So, in a pinch, it's like, oh, I
Mhm.
forgot to take my vitamins. Oh, I think I'll take one of theirs.
Yes, they do taste great. Yeah.
They do. I think for some adults that couldn't swallow the lifelong vitality, I think that they would be perfect for, some older adults or even adults that may have some physical or emotional issues and have issues with swallowing. I think that they would be able to chew those pills very well and still get all of the vitamins and nutrients that they need.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so we talked about emotional support, we talked about skincare, we talked about nutrition. Is
Yeah.
there anything else?
Well, I do want to say that the lifelong vitality pack is something that I feel everybody should be on, whether they use oils or not. I think that is kind of like the bare minimum of what you need to be using every single day. Besides that, I do use the turmeric capsules and the copaiba gel caps. Those are wonderful for various reasons to
Mhm.
get that into your body. Um, Obviously, we can't go into all the true benefits of what they do, but for me personally, they help some internal inflammation that I have, and I think taking them every day has helped that considerably.
Yeah. What other benefits have you seen from the Lifelong Vitality Pack and Copaiba soft gels and turmeric?
I think a lot of it is your energy level.
Hmm.
You're not as fatigued, and maybe you can stay on point a little bit more and maybe focused. Now, since we've been home and haven't really had to be too focused, but with teaching homeschooling with the girls, I find that I need to learn some new ways of teaching just because they have different learning patterns. And I feel that the lifelong vitality not only gives me that energy and stamina to keep going and be with them and learning at the same time they are, but they're just, a great benefit to have for all of us to use in our daily life.
Yes, perfect.
Mhm.
Have you found that you sleep better using The lifelong vitality?
You know,
That's what I noticed for me, at
probably,
least.
yeah, probably a little bit. I find that the Copaiba, using that at night, along with, any the Serenity gel caps. I mean, there's really no trouble sleeping if you use that combo. Um, yeah, right to sleep. So
Yeah.
probably if I quit taking the lifelong vitality, I might notice a difference.
You
I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to try that.
don't want to risk that.
I don't want to risk that. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so speaking about nighttime, is there anything specific besides what you mentioned, what you do at night?
There's we always use a diffuser, and sometimes throughout the day, it's during homeschool or during times when we're just sort of relaxing. Um, I'll put on something that the girls like. They like anything minty. So whether it's peppermint, spearmint, even breathe in the diffuser is wonderful during the day. But at night, I try to go more towards calming oils. So besides adaptive, I'll put in Serenity, or I'll use maybe a combo of something. And I really like a cedar wood bergamot combo. I think that smells really good together. And there's several others that are really nice with lime. I don't know why lime is just one of those things that is relaxing to me. And it may not be for most people, but it is for me. So I like lime and all the other citruses basically. So they can be uplifting, but they can also be very calming. So
Yes.
we use a lot of those at night. Um, the girls specifically use the touch rollers for kids. So we use the Stronger every night up their spine and on their back and on their feet. And we also use Calmer. So that Calmer is a lifesaver. I tell you what, you put them on them, and 5 minutes later, they're out. So maybe I should probably use that during the day. Um, yeah. So yeah, they get the Calmer usually, and they tell me where they want it. So they want it on their arms, they want it on their neck, they want it on their belly, they want it everywhere. I'm like, sometimes I just hand it to them and say, "Here, go to town, whatever." Roll it wherever you want it.
Yeah. Don't you love the names? They speak for themselves, right?
They do speak for
Palmer.
themselves.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right. And a lot of people at night like to use lavender or serenity, which has lavender and Roman chamomile and some other calming oils. But it's nice to know that there are other alternatives for people who don't care much for lavender, right? I'm a
Mhm.
lavender lover. I use lavender a lot
I know.
in my
I do
bathtub
too.
and so on. But thank you for
Yeah,
those other
sure.
suggestions.
Yeah, because even the Stronger for adults and the Calmer for adults are wonderful, and they're great to just carry with you if you need to, or even traveling. So
Yes. Yes, perfect. Well, great. Is there anything else that you can think of
let's
that you're
see.
using?
What am I using? Let's see. Should I just open my oil box and tell you how I use everything?
Yeah, you are an essential oils lover. I know.
um, I will say that the one oil that I've used a lot that I didn't expect to use so much is the Rose Touch.
Mhm.
And we heard Emily speak at one of the conventions about Rose and how it really helped a family member. And I started thinking about that, and I was having some issues, skin issues. And I'd been using Melaleuca and lavender and several others. And for some reason, I grabbed the Rose and started using it, and the skin condition cleared up overnight, where
Mhm.
before the others weren't really doing what they needed to do. And I've been sold that Rose Touch is absolutely amazing for a lot of different things, but for skin issues, um, little red bumpy things that itch, it really helps a lot.
Yes, yes, I totally agree. Queen is one of my favorite, in fact, my top favorite
Yes.
essential oils that I use.
I know.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing all these tips and suggestions and things that you've personally used
Oh, you're
for
very
you and your
welcome.
family. Thank you. So now for people who want to connect with you, to ask you more questions and just get to know you, or just connect with your message, what is your contact information? Is there an email?
Yes, there is an email. So it's djames50@gmail.com.
Okay, so djames50@gmail.com.
Right.
Great. Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
No, thank you, Addie.
You're welcome. Thanks. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.